In this video, I will show you how to display the MySQL table data into HTML table using PHP. So here I am using XAMPP. So for more information how to install XAMPP, you can see the video link that is available in the description. Now I need to create a new database using Phpmyadmin. So let's click on New and let's call it My Store. Let's click on Create. Then let's click on SQL. And here I will paste an SQL query that allows me to create a new table and to populate it. So this query allows us to create the table called employees, and this query allows us to populate this table. You can find these two queries in the description of this video. Now let's click on Go. Then let's click on Structure. And let's click on this table. Now I will show you how to display the data of this table into an HTML table. So I will use VS Code and I need to create a new PHP file on the public folder of XAMPP server. So the public folder of XAMPP is called htdocs, and here I need to create a new folder. So I will call it My Store. Then let's click on Select Folder. Now let's create a new PHP file. So I will call it index.php. Now let's type exclamation mark and let's hit enter. So we obtain this template. Now let's write the title of this page and let's add a new line. Now let's create the HTML table. Then let's create the header row. Then let's create the table data. So I will create only one row into this table. Now let's save this file and let's run it. And we obtain this table. So we can enhance it by using the Bootstrap Css. So let's type Bootstrap. Then let's go to this first link. And here let's click on Get Started. So in this page we have just to copy this line. So let's copy it. And we need just to paste it in the head. Also we need to use the table class. So in the table tag, we have to add the table class. And also we can add a margin to the body tag. Now let's save this file and let's test it again. And we obtain this appearance. Now let's fill this table from the database. So in the body, let's start a PHP tag. And we can close this tag at the end of this row. Also, we can print this row using the echo command. Then let's establish the connection with the database. So I will connect to the server that is installed on this machine using the root user, and I don't have any password. So for the password it will be an empty string. So I will connect to the database called My Store that I have created. And this is the command that allows us to connect to the database. Now let's check if the connection is established correctly or not. So if we have any error, we have to stop the execution of this file. Now let's read all the data of the employees table. So this query allows us to read all the data from this table. And here we will execute the SQL query. Also we can check if this query is executed correctly or not. Then we can read the data of this variable using a while loop. So for each row that we read from the database, we need to create a new HTML table row. So let's move all of this and let's put it inside the while loop. Also, we need to replace the data of this row by the data that we obtained from the database. So let's remove this value and let's replace it with the value from the row. Let's do the same thing with the other rows. We can also replace these two links by two buttons using the Bootstrap framework. Now let's save this file and let's test it. So let's refresh this page and we obtain this table.